Great to have you with us from Faroe Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Missouri Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He stops just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Humphries. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Dumps it off in the flats. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Humphries. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's second and long. Lost to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And how about this drive? Like, this offense, just the composure, backed up inside your own 10, a little bit nervous to start, and then you come out, put some plays together, put an explosive play on paper right there, and now set up to go from all the way inside.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go play action with Simmons. On the move to his left. It's complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting into the big fella at tight end.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They go right back to it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. This is a designed run. Finding some room. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
You got to love that 3rd down, man. 3rd and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on 3rd and short, getting that next set of downs.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Tigers want to move quickly. Running the red zone, it's Edwards. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. They'll run it with Hardy. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
A 3rd and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down.
You hear this all the time, but you've got to be able to tackle the catch. Limit yak, right? I know that ball wasn't thrown deep down the field. As soon as that guy caught it, though, down he went.
Fourth and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hands. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Right back to the well. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To the air, it's Stockton. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Finds his man, it's Taylor. Outstanding tackle to keep him from getting the 1st down, and they'll get it back.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to. Got some room, entered at the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Handoff for Frazier. Here's a little room there. Got enough for the first. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. He's at the... all the way. Touchdown, Georgia.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll run this play from the pistol. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Quarterback may change this route. Sends it back in motion. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. Complete to the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Throwing Simmons. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, give to Hardy. That's a fumble. How in the world did the offense obtain possession? And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. He'll take it himself. There's some room. 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Got enough for the first. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back. Past the 20. Touchdown, Missouri! The defense putting points on the board.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Breaks into the open. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second down coming up. The give to the left. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Stockton. Got the quick pass. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. He now has 80 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Simmons under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Wide receiver going in motion. Maybe a double pass. Here's a hit. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. half of this drive comes from their own 41. Send the tight end in motion. To throw, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
That QB is lucky that ball wasn't picked. You just cannot lob the football, especially when you're throwing it down the middle of the field like that.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pressure coming. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense, go lay some blocks, so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
To the air on 2nd down. He wants to go deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
I think coming into this game, we thought it was going to be a back-and-forth affair. What a great job executing on that touchdown as they get this extra point. Man, we are all tied up heading in at halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's lead things off with Houston, taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's Houston looking for a 3rd straight victory today following that Week 1 defeat. And they're on top right now against another solid team. This outcome today could define each of their seasons.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19.
Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside Conference USA.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. but then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. Got his man. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a star.
And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They want to run this quarterback. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll give it to Hardy. Picks up the 1st down. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. They take the lead with the 6.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Back to pass, it's Stockton.
Second ball.
He'll throw it. They're working that left side.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Frazier. Makes it past the marker. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
But the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. It's caught downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the first down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV. We see the yellow line. You're like, don't you get to the first down. Great job knowing where the first down was, putting his head down, getting the first down.
Here's a give to Frazier. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
After that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field shrinking is harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. It's complete to the left. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here's a give to Hardy. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to Hardy. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Simmons on play action. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Handoff for Frazier. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Frazier again. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
And the Dogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's a give to Frazier. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You know what? Everybody gets energized in the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Frazier. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They move on top here in the 4th. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and give him 16 on the year. Well, let's count him up. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Inside the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. The 10. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. One more time, it's Hardy. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. It's complete to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Here's Simmons to throw. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Frazier. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Snap to the back. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Stockton.
Oh my God!
And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Ryan's his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense hits home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really...
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now, I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. Now, let's see if we can go out and make this thing interesting, put some plays together, maybe get an onside kick. Who the heck knows?
Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have...
He tries to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
He wants to change this route. Simmons from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. Makes the catch, and he's free. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And he tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bulldog offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Frazier again. And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Handoff for Frazier. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
He'll keep it on the sneak. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Mizzou will use its 3rd and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout ball, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Frazier. There's a crease. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Georgia. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 91, set to hit the throw.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Throwing Simmons. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
He's taking a deep shot, and that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's picked off for the third time today. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Dogs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this 2-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents. That's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
They go right back to Hardy. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
From the gun on third down, Simmons. He wants a big play here late. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. after this play, the cake will be baked. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Using the quick game. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.